Here is my keynote for our PR crisis. On May 10th, one of our practice facilities, our outdoor basketball practice facilities, collapsed with some of our players, coaches, staff, and on-site fans inside. After reviewing what happened and how it happened, we discovered that there were actually some red flags that we were notified of during the building process of the facility, which is actually what led to the collapse of the facility. This is something we need to address because this can hurt our organization to the point where we'd be looked at as we disregard safety for players and staff as well as organizations' fans. So fans that are coming to come see the NBA practice facilities and see teams practice during summer camps and so on and so forth. It will show that when you're in our hands and in our facilities, we actually don't take your safety seriously. So this can affect us in many ways. It can make players not want to play in these facilities or come to these summer facilities. It'll also mean that fans might not want to, as well as staff not wanting to work at these facilities or for the NBA in general. To address this, we need a response team. I have broken down multiple things for the PR team to do as well as the marketing team, and I think that Tim Frank should be our spokesperson as to he'll be the voice and communicator between all of our different audiences. What I need the PR team to do is to pull together a press release. Just explaining we are aware of the events, we're aware of the red flags, how we are tending to deal with them, and what we're looking into as to how and why this event occurred. I would also like the PR team to get insights from players, staff, and fans involved. Let's get their input, see where they're coming from and how they're currently viewing it, because the people involved are going to be a big part of how this is portrayed in the public. Because if they come out saying that it was something that was obvious when they got on site, we need to be aware of something along those lines. And then next, PR team, I need you to call a news conference together and get Tim Frank in front of people to explain what is going on and what we tend to do about it. Now, marketing team, I need you to put together some social media posts and engage with the public and fans. I want you to do this through Twitter, blog posts, and various other routes that we typically take. Let's get something on our website, so on and so forth. Just let everyone know that we are aware, engage with them, let them know that if they have questions, things like that, that you are there to help answer. And I want everything to be going through Tim Frank as well, but just be on the same page with one another. I also want you to throw together an email out to our season ticket holders, who typically are the fans that would end up being on facility, so in front of us. So I want them to understand that we know this is an issue and that we are taking this very seriously, and we're going to be working on it. Tim Frank, our Senior Vice President of Basketball Communications, he is going to be visiting with people involved, the victims, the people that were there, hospital visits, whatever. Just make our presence known. And he will also be doing the news conference, so he'll be preparing. That's where I want marketing PR. I want you to do a little bit of investigation on the people involved, what are their current outlooks, as well as what the current outlooks of the public are. And then also I'm going to let Tim Frank take care of the internal message, so how we're going to portray to people that work for us, people that would typically be in these facilities that maybe we're lucky enough not to be there that day. That internal message is going to be important to let people know that we are taking it seriously on both sides, not just for what we look at publicly, but what we look at internally, because it's not all about everything that's on the outside. It needs to be taken care of the inside first. This is where our target audience is. It's all people involved, everyone that was there at the facility at the time, fans that were there, fans that would potentially be there, typically season ticket holders, our staff, people that are running security, running these trainings, running these summer camps, so on and so forth at these facilities, and then our players who are also at the facilities at the exact same time. The message that I want to get across through these different routes and what I want to get across to all of our target audiences is an explanation of the event. I want us to dig in and understand what happened and why it happened and let everyone know that. I want to be clairvoyant on this side, to know that we're not going to have anything that we're trying to cover up, and there's nothing that is going to pop up 2 weeks down the road that we didn't expect or didn't hear about and didn't prepare for. So understanding how and why this happened and explaining the message as this is something we're going to address is key. I think exactly that, our understanding is of what went wrong, and showing empathy for those involved and admitting that there was a wrong done here, and we're going to be looking at why it was done and how that occurred. I want the message to lead to, after we've done that step, I want it to lead to how we're reviewing our current building process and what goes into updating these facilities or managing these facilities. And I want to know what happened, what red flags were there, why they were there, and why we didn't take place. If it's because someone did shortcuts, we need to address that, and we need to make that clairvoyant to our audience and let everyone know that that is the problem that happened and we're taking care of it internally. The last part of the message that I want is to let everyone know that we are taking care of everyone involved. Whoever got hurt, whoever was there, is going to be taken care of down the line, which is what we will get to. Internal communications. I want an email out to employees, just letting them know what happened, that we're aware of it, and be asking questions on if they were aware of anything. Make it obvious that it's not like they're going to be in trouble for letting us know, but just to have it a little bit more collaborative with everyone on the same page and understanding that if something like this is a potential happening, then we need to know, and nothing should be potentially in danger. Let our employees know that we're going to renew benefits. I feel like if they're in our hands at a facility that we own and that we manage, then they should be taken care of and they're safe. Whether or not it be fans, internal employees, athletes, whoever, if you're at our facility, you're under our care. I want you to pull a press conference internally as well as externally. So an internal press conference to just grab all of our employees and let them know. The marketing team and PR team is going to work together on this, mainly marketing, but the external communication can be done through Twitter and engagement on social media. Don't let anything kind of slip through our fingers. We want to know what's going on, what people's outlooks are on it, and then we can adjust accordingly. Blog posts about maybe before, during, and after as well, letting everyone know that the kind of insights of what we understood and what happened and what we're planning to do with it. This can be done also. Tim will be taking care of this through a press conference for the media. He will be telling them how we are going to deal with it and everything that he knows. Our long-term plan is going to be for new health plans for players and employees, and I want press releases on this as well. Just basically explaining that not only because this happened, we think that it might be better to address certain internal managements and to improve them, as well as review the processes of building checks and how they get reviewed and how they are upkept. And then I want to do fan appreciation nights for those involved. So some of our fans that were there that potentially could have gotten hurt or did get hurt, we want to kind of show our appreciation for them and show our loyalty to them, as well as hopefully receiving the loyalty back. And then I would like to kind of try and get in discussion with ESPN and see if we can do a story on it down the line. So show the improvements that we've done in a year span. The health plans will be, we can do a quick press release on how we have improved our benefits and what we intend to do for it and why. Basically letting them know that at one point that some of our internal employees were in danger, and that's not okay. And we want to let them know that not only is that not okay, and we tend to do something about it, but even if there was a potential that there was some sort of danger, that we will still take care of them. And I also want, when we're doing these summer camps and these types of facility look-ins for fans and so on, that we're going to take care of them as well. It's not we're going to waive off their potential health bills or anything that could potentially happen. If they're on our facilities, they're under our terms and they are our family. the reviewing of buildings and how they're upkept and built in the first place. I want to press release on how we've changed our process and how our reviewing process of builds has turned into a more checked and safety type check. So we basically see that how it was built, any red flags we address on spot. We don't get these facilities going until they're 100% ready and safe. And then I want regular check-ins and maintenance. I think that the long-term plan of this can be we'll build a new facility under these new terms and express that with a release, a blog post, a press release, just saying this is our new facility under our new regulations and how we are going to be about it. Event appreciation nights. I want to take all fans involved and invite them from the event onto the court and to appreciate them, let them know that they were a part of something that was drastic within the NBA and that we have all intentions of taking care of them. And this can be one way. Bring them into the game, behind the scenes, show them around, honor them, and just to show that we appreciate our fans. And when you get put in danger because of something that we had a part of, that's not okay. And we understand that and that we are moving forward to improve this. The ESPN media, I think, is one of the bigger things. We need to speak to the ESPN about writing a story on the incident a year later for the Fan Appreciation Night. So talking about what happened, how it happened, and how we actually took the initiative to do the Fan Appreciation Night. This can be kind of for them to follow up on what we've done. Be clairvoyant again and show them that we don't have anything to hide. We did make a mistake, but we want the media in the world to know that we addressed that and we're moving forward.